Hello everyone, I greet in the name of God Almighty. My name is Apostle Nathan Silas, and today we have a very interesting video to react to. This one says that 7 toxic personality you should stay away from for your mental health. I believe that this is gonna be a very interesting video if we get down to it, and to check out some of the toxic personality that we should not find ourselves, doing or engaging ourselves in doing them. So if today happens to be the first time of you checking out my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section and I'm going to check it out. So guys, before we get on to the video, I'm a theologian and I make this video not to discredit anyone's religion. This is basically for educational purposes, and I believe that at the end of this video we all are going to learn from this. So let's get on to the video and check this out.
A person is the average of the 5 people he spends the most time with. When I said this, our friends started to come to our minds, right? Everyone around us affects us positively or negatively. That's why our elders often say things like, choose your friend well. And so today, we will look at 7 types of people that many people say should be avoided based on their experiences. You are talking about a topic with someone. You tell your opinions and then the other person throws all you said in the trash and they put themselves forward by saying, it's not like that but like this. And they do this several times in a row. If arrogant behaviors were always that obvious, you wouldn't want to be close to those people anyway. Sometimes this person might be a close friend of yours and you might not notice their arrogance because of your friendship. And even without you realizing, they begin to infect you with this habit, encouraging you to be like them too. Everyone except them is an extra. They think of themselves as the center of the world. They constantly connect the topic to themselves and talk about themselves. Supposedly, they are the best of everything. Most people other than them are wrong. They don't accept their shortcomings, their flaws. They want to be praised constantly, whether what they do is worth appreciating or not. Arrogance. It's in fact the first sin in Islam. It is what makes the devil the devil. We will look at ourselves first. Do I have this? Then we will stay away from the person who has adopted this character so that they do not infect us without realizing it. Humility, which is the exact opposite of arrogance, is a sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ and the most beautiful of morals. This phrase sums up the issue very well. The higher a person sees themselves, the lower they actually are. Those who think of themselves as experts even though they don't have the required knowledge. There are 2 words in Islamic terminology, takalluf and jahli murakkab. Takalluf means this, far-fetched behaviors, trying to look like someone you're not, getting into topics that they won't be able to handle and wasting other people's time for nothing, trying to make it seem like they know the answer to a question even though they actually don't. Attitudes and behaviors like these. People like this usually have something to say to every word they hear. They can blindly, aimlessly defend something without understanding it. They don't listen to reason, and they don't respect other people's opinions. If they call white black, you cannot change their mind. They never admit that they don't know something, which is actually the definition of jahli murakkab. In other words, they both don't know, and they're not aware of the fact that they don't know, which makes them think that it's the other person who doesn't know. Let me ask a little bit classic but famous question. Is this glass half full or half empty? As the simplest example, pessimistic, negative people are the people who say half empty. By the way, you didn't say half empty, right? When you buy something new, pessimistic people say that it's very bad, that you made the wrong decision. When you make a plan, they say, no, you cannot do that. Let's say you're going to start a new business. They'll say such discouraging things that you start to doubt your decision and you regret telling them about it. They evaluate everything by predicting the worst possible outcomes. Even worse, mostly because of their pessimistic state, bad things really happen to them. No matter how many solutions you offer, all those solutions will have a problem. They instill fear and anxiety in every environment. Our Prophet ﷺ says, whoever believes in Allah and the Judgment Day should either speak good or keep silent. These people always suck all your energy by looking at the bad side of everything and not speaking good. They will pull you into this dark pit that they themselves are in. If you want to do good things, don't let them ruin your life. There's a saying that goes, gossip is the entertainment of simple-spirited people. By doing this, they show that they have no respect for the lives of others, and by dragging you into it, they show that they have no respect for you as well. Spending time with them can cause you to feel hatred and hostility unnecessarily. As this habit continues, it becomes almost an addiction, and they end up not being able to keep anything to themselves. They even start backbiting people they don't even know. Although sometimes to clear their conscience, they say that they are telling the truth, but that's the very definition of gossip anyway. Telling a fact, something true about someone, to someone else without their consent. If they say something that's not true, that is called slander, which is something totally different. They easily commit this sin, which is defined in the Quran as something as ugly as eating the flesh of your dead brother. And don't worry, if they are gossiping about someone else in front of you, they will probably gossip about you with someone else too. It's very strange that a person is constantly interested in the lives of other people when there are so many things to explore both outside and inside of themselves. Solution: simply express your dislike about this behavior and that you don't find it right, and offer to change the topic. After some time, they will understand that they cannot do it with you. The complaining type finds something to complain about everywhere you go, in every situation. They may complain about the heat in summer, the cold in winter, the wind blowing in spring, and the leaves making a mess in fall. When you go to a restaurant, they talk about everything that's wrong with the food. They can talk about how complicated the city is, about the state of their house. They can always find a topic to complain about. It's almost impossible to satisfy such people. They are never content. They don't know how to be grateful. When the purpose of our life is already a test, frankly speaking, it is pointless and useless to complain about everything that happens to us. If you spend too much time with them, you'll probably experience the following. Your life is normally good and you don't have any major problems. But all of a sudden, you look at your life and say, yeah, that's right. Why is this like that? Why is that so? And starting to complain about your life constantly. This quote from Tolstoy analyzes the issue very well. The life you're complaining about is perhaps someone else's dream. Some people have small loaves of bread, some have small diamonds. First, they think that they need to do something. Then the required effort comes to their mind. And finally, they decide that the work is not that necessary. If they need to cook, they try to fight hunger. They always postpone things. They constantly request the things they are lazy about from others. They have their own understanding of cleanliness and order. You want to go somewhere and they won't go. You make a plan and they won't follow it. You ask for something and they will make you beg for it. Although they seem harmless, they lower the average diligence of the environment they are in. Even our Prophet ﷺ took refuge in Allah from this habit. The ayah, when you finish one job, start another, also commands us to be hardworking. In Islam, working is seen as an act of worship. Put a certain distance between you and the lazy people, so that this characteristic does not reflect on you either. Don't waste your priceless time with laziness. While listening, a question may have come to your mind like, well, the person you are talking about is someone from my family or a relative, so there is no possibility for me to break off my relationship with them. Even if this didn't happen to you, you might have said, yeah, what are those people going to do? I would like to give you an example mentioned in the Risale-i-Nur tafsirs exactly related to this topic. When the ayah, the believers indeed are brothers, is explained, this example is given. For example, imagine a ship and that there are one criminal and 9 innocent people on board. If we sink this ship because of that one criminal, we will be persecuting 9 innocent people. Even if there are 9 criminals and only 1 innocent person, we still cannot sink that ship because of that one innocent person. Just like in this example, yes, that relative of ours may have bad habits, but along with them, they also have good traits. And in fact, they have more good traits than bad traits. So we need to take these good qualities into account and show tolerance to the bad ones. In fact, because the devil has deceived them, we should try to find ways to help them fix their bad traits by feeling compassion for them. This actually applies not only to people in our family, but also to people outside. If they have more good qualities compared to bad ones, if we have commonalities between us, like the fact that our religion, our prophet, and our Lord are one and the same, or that the region we live in, our nation, or our society is the same, aren't these things common aspects that always connect us to each other? If I see these bad qualities in someone, if possible, I should try and fix the problem instead of walking away. And if I'm left with no other choice but to distance myself, I need to do it by feeling compassion for them, not by speaking ill of them. Yes, there are many characteristics that can put people in the category of to be avoided. Finally, none of us are perfect. As we said, everyone has good qualities and bad qualities. But if we don't look at our flaws, but instead every time we see a bad trait in someone, we directly condemn and label them, this can make us a flaw finder, meaning the first type of people to be avoided.
Oh, that's a very interesting video, learning about some of these 7 toxic personalities that you should stay away from. Of course, we all have watched this video and we have seen some of the things that he has highlighted. Of course, our success, of course, I know that it's an individual dream, goal, or vision that we normally put in, and then we work more, put a lot of effort in it in order to achieve them. When they happen, you understand, yeah, we become, you understand, happy, and then we feel that yes, at least we have achieved something. But in able to attain to that very height, of course, there are factors, in a sense, that normally comes to play, which is while you're trying to achieve your vision, of course, there are a lot of things, in a sense, that will come to play, even the people around you, and then how you're able to like keep focus and you're able to like attain that very particular thing you have set for yourself. Now, those people, in a sense, around you will play a major role, you understand, in you be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve, depending on the time frame, you understand, you have put into. Now, probably you could see yourself and says that, okay, I want to be so and so, I want to be A, B, and C. And then for you to be able to achieve the A, B, and C, you have to get some kind of B in the midst of some kind of people who can be able to like help you out. Let's assume that I want to develop a particular maybe probably software for a, let's say, a dialysis system and all those things, right, to be able to help understand here the health sector in my country or all over the world, right? And then let's assume that some of the friends, you understand, that I am having, or people that I have around, are people that, let's say, for instance, they are into music, right, for instance. Now, if we meet at that point in time, of course, all they want to discuss is, oh, probably you went to the party, or this kind of entertainment, or this person is coming hosting a shows and all those things. Can we go there, have fun, and do all that, right? And do all those manners of things that she done will actually bring into our mind, right? But then let's assume that I actually have people, you understand, who are my friends, who are actually in that same, you understand, field or similar kind of a field, and they says that, okay, that very system you're trying to develop, okay, if you understand, you're able to add these particular symptoms to these symptoms to these symptoms, what is it going to give back? You see, at that point in time, it cannot really help you to be thinking forward and how you can be able to like get that very system, you understand, developed, so that it can be able to help the health sector, right? But imagine that, you understand, those ones are talking about, oh, let's go have fun, let's go to this particular beach, let's go to this program, let's go to this party. At that point in time, whatever you think, you understand, you want to achieve, how can you be able to achieve it if that's the kind of friends, you understand, that are around you? That same thing is also applicable to our religion. We know that, you understand, that our God, right, it likes, you understand, sinners, but he don't expect you to understand to remain in sin. Once you get to know about him, it's been expected of you to desist from whatever you're doing, have a change of heart, have a change of your ways, and begin to do things, you understand, differently. This is what is being expected of every believer, and not that, you understand, when you discover your maker and then you still remain in that very sin. No, there is a need of you to, you understand, to change. And that's why if you are in the midst of people, or a group of people, or friends, or whatever people, acquaintances, you understand, you have around, they don't help you to grow. They don't help you, in a sense, to achieve whatever you need to achieve. At some point, there's a need for us to be able to learn on how to walk away. You understand? You know that sometimes, you know that you can't change people, right? We all know that we can't change people. It's only God who changes people. But then the only thing that we can do is for us to actually pray for our friends. Pray for them. If you see some kind of trait, you understand, in people that you do not like, or you feel it's not going to help you achieve your goal, right? It didn't expect of you to walk away. Or if you can be able to like talk to them about it and say, oh, look, you do this, oh, okay, all right, do you think, you understand, maybe you, and if the person understand you, fine. But if the person don't understand you, right, and see it in a different way, maybe in the negative aspect, there's a need of you to be able to learn how to walk away, so that you not be in between them will end up, you understand, changing whatever you're trying to do, or end up leading you to Jahannam. Do you understand? Like, for instance, like just like I was talking about the entertainment and the music and all that, right? Okay, let's assume, okay, I know that of course I can still go to that kind of place, speak to souls, talk to them about God, talk to them about the kingdom of God, talk to them about judgment day. I know of that. But then let's assume that, you know, I have friends and all they could say, oh, let's go to this party, right? And then go there. From there you begin to see those women, they do those half naked thing, and before you know it, you start thinking like them. Before you know it, and I start thinking, oh, okay, this lady is beautiful, I think maybe I should have a word with them. And then from there, before you know it, right, you end up committing fornication, right? That's for us who are not married yet, right? And if you're married, to understand adultery. You see how all those things will begin to happen gradually, and before you know it, your soul is consumed. And that's why, in a sense, whosoever you keep as friends or you keep as acquaintance, they really matters in your life. They really matter in your progress, either as a Christian or as a Muslim. Like, I see you all who are listening to me, my audience, as my own friends, and it's been expected that we should keep growing. Either you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, as far as you are listening to me, I expect you to keep growing. And that's why I make this my very channel, in the sense that everybody's opinion matters. You can be able to share your own opinion, and I'll end up, you understand, pinning it, you understand, at those videos, you understand, here, or whatever you are saying, I'll pin it so that other people can actually learn from it. I expect us to keep learning and keep growing. And that's why, you understand, today, of course, my opinion about Islam, you understand, have really changed very drastically. Some of you can actually be a witness, you understand, to it. And likewise, it's been expected that some of you also, the way maybe probably you see Christianity, I expect it to also change too, because I try to make everybody understand that this is what it is, this is what Islam is all about, this is how Christianity is all about, and it's just left for you to decide for whomsoever you feel, in a sense, is right for you. I never force anyone to become a Christian, neither did I force anyone, in a sense, to revert to Islam. But then it's for you to just understand the consequences of every action, you understand, you take, so that if you understand, at the judgment day, nobody will say that I was not aware, but I will say I was aware. If Islam happens to be the true religion I supposed to be, then of course I was fully aware, because of course some of my audience, in a sense, spoke to me about it. You understand? Same thing is applicable to Christianity, because I speak to you, understand, about it. So if you choose whatever religion, you understand, you are, then that is, you understand, your own cup of tea. Whatever happened, you understand, you have to deal with it. But then this is expected of us, what, to keep growing spiritually. We keep growing. A very interesting video, and I believe that some of you, in a sense, have learned from it. But then I want to put this to you, like, what are the traits or some of the personalities that was not mentioned in this video that you think is affecting us, in a sense, as believers? Today you can drop it at the comment section, so that let's all learn from one another. And of course, some of you can actually drop some of your experiences you have had about some things, and how you're able to handle it, the kind of friends you have, how you're able to handle it, and then everything, in the same, able to achieve your goals and vision. So guys, this is the end of my video. If you like my reaction, you should like, share and subscribe. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section, and I'm going to check it out. So guys, you remain blessed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.